Evening everybody, how are we? Welcome to day 12 in the much more motivated and pumped Padded Cellar. Hope you're all well, hope you've had a good day. A lot of you may have seen me this morning standing in for Joe Wicks dressed as Spider-Man on Fancy Dress Day, doing a workout for everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. We did use a bit of camera trickery on it towards the end, just so it looked like it was Joe Wicks. I think otherwise it would have confused a lot of the children, and we didn't really want that. But I hope you enjoyed that. I did say to you on Wednesday that he was going to come along and do the wine tasting this evening, but unfortunately he has bottled it, to be fair. But it's something to do with his repetitive strain order on his wrist, and he was a bit worried about the pouring of the wine, and so he sent his apologies, and therefore I'm here. But he did have a few concerns about his own PE programs. He's a little bit worried that a lot of you parents are kind of using it as a half-hour sort of free childcare. You're kind of plonking the children in front of him. He's doing the work. You're sneaking off to the kitchen for a sneaky Bucks Fizz or a cigar or something, and just sort of poking your head back every now and then just to make sure they're all right for half an hour. So whilst that's fine, I think he wants to get everyone involved. So he's asked me if I'll do a little bit of workout. Obviously I was very much involved in getting him to where he is today, so he just asked if I could forward on a few exercises for you guys, just to get involved in on any time you like, really. So that's what I'm going to do. You will need a few bits and pieces from around the house with some of the exercises, but I can guarantee this during this period of time you're going to have loads of these things around the house. So don't worry, it's something we're not going to make you go and buy anything. I have got my earpiece in and an assistant with me, so if I do get any shout outs, I'll get the messages through and I'll pass them on. But one of the key things is warm up. Very important to make sure you've got your warm up done. And one of the things that I use at the moment is it's a technique. Just all you need is a chair, which I've got here, and if you sit down, and then when you stand up, if you make that noise, you're not fully warmed up. So we'll just carry on doing that until you don't make a noise. It normally takes 3 or 4 times, and then we should be ready to go. Okay, let's just see if I can. Nearly. I think one more and we'll be ready to go. Yeah, that's better. See, fully all loosened up. Everything's ready to go. Feeling really fit now. So, oh, hang on. I'm getting my first shout out. Yeah, it's Matt Roberts in St Ives, and he's saying, stick to the wine, mate. Stick to the wine tasting. I'm the guy that does the exercise. Yeah, you are right, Matt, and I'm sorry to sort of jump in and do it. But to be honest, I think we've got very different audiences. If you look at this lot now, I mean, a majority of them probably haven't moved off the sofa in 2 weeks, and not even to go to the loo. So I think we are kind of aiming it at a different kind of audience. So let's stay friends, and we'll go on to that. Right, come on, let's go. Let's what we're going to do next. Right, first exercise. Okay. So what we're going to do, put your arms up in the air, and then we stretch down and pick up the first item. That's it. And then we go down. There we go. Everyone has got plenty of these in the house. Don't bring all of them down from the spare room. You're going to be there for hours. I mean, most of you have got several hundred of them. So all we need is a couple. So we just do that and that. And we just do that about 10 times, and then it really helps build something. And if you can do that 10 times, you'll really start to feel that. And then we just have a bit of a breather, and then let's just deep breaths now, because I'm starting to feel it. Hang on a minute. Shout out from Beryl and Ethel in Guatemala. Thank you. Guatemala, where is that? But sounds really interesting. Apparently They've been drinking Prosecco since Tuesday and they have no idea who or where they are. That's amazing, guys, brilliant. Keep it up, really impressed with you. Right, okay, straight on to exercise number 2. Now, you'll have these all around the house, probably in the airing cupboard, garage, shed, more than you've ever had before. So just grab a tin of what you can find. I've picked really obvious ones tonight. A tin of rhubarb in syrup, and some reduced salt baked beans. Now, reduced salt, very, very important. You know, during lockdown, that could make all the difference. So, okay, just grab a tin in each hand, and then just to the beat, we're just going to just pump away like this. That's it. I know it's tough, but just a bit of effort. Okay, that's it. You're doing really well. You're doing really well. So we're going to do that probably for about 4.5 hours. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to show you that. But if you can do that for, you know, the majority of your working day, then you'll be all right. So I think I overdid it a little bit there. I think I should have gone for the green giant sweet corn. I think these are a little bit over the top. But you know, each to their own. And if if you're feeling a little bit daring, that's fine. So that, I think we need to just slow it down a little bit now. So let's rehydrate. Let's do the wine tasting and combine everything together. So let's look at the state of me. Anyway, here we go. Tonight's wine is the Marquis de Goulaine Muscadet from the Loire Valley in France. Muscadet's always been a personal favourite of mine. Gone a little bit out of fashion in recent times, and wines like Picpoul de Pinet and things like that have kind of taken over from it. But I think the Muscadet just is a really, really interesting wine, and offers really good value. Okay, on the nose, you get it's quite zesty, maybe sort of green, sort of Cox's green apple. And then on the taste, it's really sort of bone dry, really crisp, sort of lemon and lime flavours. Really nice, clean aftertaste. I'd recommend this obviously with any seafood. Your fish and chips, perfect. You imagine when you get your slice of lemon on your fish, when you've got your fish chip and you squeeze that, this really does the same job. It's got that real sort of crisp acidity. Works really, really well with nice light fish or mussels or any sort of shellfish. So, this should help you rehydrate after your heavy workout that I've got you on now. So we're going to do one last exercise before I finish. So you ready? I'm ready now, fully rehydrated. Right. The last thing you're going to need is something that you've got, again, all around the house, probably by the side of the bed. But if you haven't, or you're not feeling that fit, they'll be spilling out of your recycling boxes outside. So just grab a couple of bottles of wine. I'm obviously pretty fit, so mine are full, but depending how you're feeling. So really, we're just going to start off like this, and we're just going to just work like that. Again, do that for a duration of a song or whatever. But about halfway through, we just switch it up and just work on the very important movement. And it's best to use both arms, because most of you are probably used to using just one, and you never know, if you have an accident you might need the other one, so it's good to get them both moving. So it's a really good exercise to work on. Okay guys? That's great. And there we go. That's a tasting and a workout all in one. So hopefully you've really enjoyed that, and I think you should be feeling really motivated. I know I am. So that's me done. It's nearly the weekend, guys. Have an awesome weekend. I'm sure I'll be back if I can think of something else to do next week, but I'll certainly do a wine tasting, probably on Monday or Tuesday. So stay well, stay positive, stay happy, keep smiling, and see you all next week. Cheers guys.